That's all. Where are the rest of them? Okay, let's continue. Okay, you guys understood still, right? Still, yeah, right? So let me continue. The image is visible in this part, so I'll just bring this near to this. So while opening this, it shows something like this. Now see the same method to this image and bring it to this now. So it's like a flip kind of thing. Just move for the one frames forward each and every images. Okay, so I've created this 4 image now. Now you can see the animation, right? So make it as a each and every animation should be as a easy ease, so it will be a little bit buttery smooth for you guys. Now we're going to add the background for this. To add the background, what I'm going to do is just pre-compose this. Everybody is joining now. Pre-compose all the composition of this pictures. Okay, just drag all, right click and pre-compose. Okay, right click and pre-compose. All the attributes should into the new composition. Okay, let it be as a pre-compose one itself. So this is going to be as a one composition now. Understood, right? Okay, now what I'm going to do is let's take a background. I have downloaded a wooden background on this, so I'll just import this. Okay, make sure this both will be in the 3D layer now. Enable the 3D option. Just want to see this piece. Enable the 3D now. Now go for the effects and presets. Mention motion title, not title, till. This option, okay? Or just I should show you first.
Sir, show it again, sir.
Yeah, this. add it to the background. Okay, not for the pre-composition. Don't add to the pre-composition, add to the background image. Motion till, T-I-L-E. Okay, written right? Over? Okay. In this, increase the width and the height for 1000. I'll show what will be the difference if you do this. Why I'm doing this means this has been converted as a 3D layer now, right? For the 3D layer, we can use the cameras. So I'm going to create a camera for this. Okay. Make sure the preset will be the 35 millimeter. Default, it will be in the 50. Go for the 35. Okay, camera. Preset should be in 35.
So come again.
Go create a camera. Okay, the camera settings. Preset 35 millimeter. Mention it as a 35 millimeter. Default, it will be in the 50. So go for 35 because I need a little bit as a longer distance. Okay. Just give okay for this. We got a camera, and we to control this camera we need a null object. Okay, null object is for create to make a, it's like a empty object which can be added to any elements to control it, or you can animate by that. Okay, null object, this one. Okay, now this null object should be parented to the camera. So make sure even the null object should be the 3D layer. Press R and the rotation. Where is it? So now I have changed the position of the camera, right? It's like a horizontal. It's in the flat surface, but the rest of the background as is visible. It's not full filled with the background. So to fulfill, I have created the motion. In this, increase the width and the height for the 1000. So you can see the difference. It's mentioning it as a of 8-bit color changes. Okay, just a minute. Go back to the scenes. Yeah, I think output should be 1000. Not on the width and the height. Output width and the height should be 1000. I think so. Yeah. Now if you rotate for the x-axis, yeah. Now you can see it, right?
You have not parented the camera.
Sorry. I have
You have
parented
not
to the
parented.
null. Null has been parented, right? You can see over here. See, I have changed the position of the camera. It's in the flat surface now. Before, what was the problem was the output width and the height should be 1000. Before it was in 100. If you see, it changes the size. To fulfill the whole screen of the background, I am using the motion till. In this output width and the height should be 1000. Just write down so it will be easy to understand. So it will be fulfilled with the background. I'll just make it a little bit something like this. Okay, now if you try to play, understood, right? After creating this, now we have
Sir,
created the
one
camera.
doubt.
Yeah,
Sir, another one which you added
keep
in
your mic
end,
backside,
it's
please.
not.
A little bit
Sir,
far. Yeah.
which you added the image in end, that is not seen.
Yeah, it's not seen. Just for the complete, I don't want to complete the picture in the three image itself. Just want to continue. It's like looks like a continue images. Keep on going.
No.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
If you keep as a empty, we can observe that there's only three image. If you see something like a cut of an image, you think like it's a continuous part, something. Okay.
Okay, sir.
You finishes the animation now. So now what you're gonna do is you're gonna create a light for this. We have created the camera. We have snapped the camera to the null, right? You can, if you're not able to understand the parent, just if it's in null, the camera should be connected to the null object. Okay.
So can't we move the camera alone without parenting it?
You can move, but the background doesn't move. Okay. Means you can't control the each and every option at a time. If you parented to the null object, right, you can, by using the R rotations and the Y axis, you can rotate automatically. If you do as a camera, you have to go for the every camera options. You have to keep on changing the cursors and everything. So instead of doing those things, you can make it as easy by using the null object. Understand?
Yes.
Now just create a light for this. I'll be using the spotlight for this. Make sure the cast shadows will be enabled. This will be disabled. Just make sure it will be enabled. So we need some shadow depth in this. Okay. Enable the cast shadows. Enabled. Just enable and this. Give OK. You can see the little bit feathery shades in this. Just place this camera towards the picture. I'll increase the intensities a little bit. Okay. I'll just increase the cone size too. Increase the cone size to extend the lighting, the brightness. Okay. So you got the animation now. Now we need some shadow kind of reflectivity. So what I'm going to do is I need some highlight spotlights in this area. For that I'll be using another light. In the light type will be as a ambient light. Okay. Spotlight and ambient light. You can see the difference. Even the shadow is present lightly, but not so bright enough. So ambient light, you can use the ambient light. It depends. You can use as an ambient light or you can use a point light too. Okay, you can try how you want. The the lighting has been completed. Even the camera has been completed. I think this is too bright enough, so I'll reduce the intensity of ambient light little bit. Yeah, I think this is enough. 18%. Okay. Now something is missing. The thing is we need a shadow for this. Unless we see the shadow, we can't consider it as it's like a 3D motion graphics, right? So to enable the camera shadows, the pre-composition which you have merged all the photos, okay, in that options, go for the options, material options. In this, enable the catch shadows. It will be in the off. Make sure it'll be on that. Okay. On this, and go inside the pre-composition again. Select all by using Ctrl A. Open the options. Same. Just enable in this also. Okay. After enabling this, come back to the main position. Still it's not visible because the background should be little bit down. So select the background, move little bit down, so you can see the shadow now. Before it was not visible, it was like something like this. So make sure little bit downwards so you can see the shadow. Now it's look like kind of 3D, isn't it? Before it was not like that. You can see the shadow. Suppose if you are not enabled that option, means you can't see the shadow. Make sure you'll enable the cached shadows. Okay. Now if you try to play, you can see the shadow depth in each and every photograph, right? Now we have completed the animation, we have given the depth field for the photos, and we know we have to animate the camera now to move the frames. So it's in the zero frame. Go for the null object, not for the camera, because we have snapped the camera to the null to control it. Because if you want to animate the camera, you can't each and every focus and the distance, you can't animate individually in the camera. That's why I've created a null object to give the keyframes for this. Okay, this is the main particular reason which I've created the null object. Now on this you can rotate. So this is the frame rate. I'll give the keyframes for the y, x, y and z. Okay, okay, I'll go for the 4 seconds for the, and I'll change this to the, and I'll give the keyframe for the positions also. Okay, just rotate this. I just want to, yeah. Key the keyframes as easy as F9. Okay. This is too bright. I'll reduce the ambient. Just give it as a full. Okay, now we'll create a focus for the each and every image now. Okay, the same method which we tried yesterday to the text elements. Go for the camera options, depth of field, enable it. Okay, and we're going to adjust the focus distance and the apertures. So just increase the aperture first, so I can get the depth focus. It's in the present of this. I want to get it in the right side now. So adjust the focus distance. Okay. Give the keyframe for the both of the aperture and the focus length distance. See the animation. Okay, now you want to focus on this second picture. So reduce the aperture now. If you want to focus the near part, give the less value for the aperture. If you want to make it as a far distance focus, just increase the apertures. Okay. Just giving this, go for the further fourth image. Reduce and reduce the distance. Or increase, let me see. Just reduce this. Make it this easy ease. If you see, just reduce this till 5 seconds is enough. You can do this in the variation way, like something like a, you can make a couple of copy of a pre-composition which you've created the images. Just make a duplicate of this and just place it on the top wise. So we get another 2 images in this. You can add a, you can same go for the second composition which you have created. It can be this one. You can go inside and you can replace the images whichever you want. You don't want the same image means. And you can change the animation also. It depends. These kind of things can be created for the promotional videos and wedding videos and for pre-wedding shoots, something like that, to showcase your models. You can use for these things and all. Understood? Understood, guys, everybody? Any doubt in this till now? Any doubts? Doubt ಇದೆಯಾ ಯಾರಿಗಾದ್ರು?
Nothing so far from my end.
Okay, let's see. And some of the people asked me about the yesterday's plugin, right? They told the Krakogen is not there. I think Nitin, right? Let me show how to install the Copilot. Okay, I'll use the same. You guys have any doubt in this section?
No, sir, not now.
Okay. Until you practice, you don't get doubts.
I'm practicing since 1 week.
Yeah. Okay, fine. I'll close and I'll show how to install the Copilot plugin. Okay. I have downloaded it. So go back to the game. Yeah, this is the one which have gave you as a link yesterday. Nothing's just simple thing. Just read the first text. Okay. Install and update. What I'm gonna do, I'll just delete the previous Copilot which I have installed. It will be in the supportive file after FSCC. Okay. Plugins, go inside plugins, Copilot. I'll just delete the element. Okay. Now just install it. Make sure you delete in the recycle bin also. Okay. Just install it first. Make sure your antivirus will be disabled. Okay. Okay. Accept CC18, which is the version which I'm using. Select current your document, user document. Okay. Install it. Okay. Error. Let's disable my antivirus. Firewall. Disable all the options. Okay. Now just install it. Yeah, it says finished it. Okay. Now update the build. Just 10 minutes has left. Okay. Even you have finished at this also. They have mentioned it as a copy the element from the crack and replace it to it. Oh, that's all. So go for the crack file, copy this. Okay. Go back to the inside this After Effects support files and this plugin Copilot which has been installed. Now just paste it and replace the files. Okay, got the crack version. Open the After Effects. Create a composition, just empty. Just a minute. Okay, create a new project. Composition, just give OK. Go for the Copilot elements. You got this. Okay. For example, for checking purpose, I create a solid. I'll add this element to the solid layer. Okay. Go for the setups. You got it. Okay. You can use the elements you want. You have the presets. Everything will be installed. Okay. Understood, everybody? Any doubts?
Yes, sir.
Any doubts? So I want to see the previous assignment and today's classes assignment by Monday. Okay. Okay or not, please? Just answer me.
Yes, sir. Sir,
Okay.
I'll show some of my internship works to you because I'm practicing it in After Effects.
Okay. Thank you, guys. See you.
Okay, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you.